Hi guys.
Taste.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing our top, was it 10 we had? Our top 10 NFL free agent picks.
USA.
So guys who are currently free agents and where we would like to see them end up.
Like to see them. We know that cap space is 200 million.
We know cap space is a thing and that not every team can get every player, but this is just where we'd like to see them end up.
Like the fact, who's in the minus, did you say? Steelers in the minus.
Yeah.
You had to have a pretty great player going.
And the Vikings there, I think, too. Kirk Cousins. So starting off, we're going to go with Teddy Bridgewater.
The only quarterback we have on the list.
Yeah, because we're not going to go quarterback heavy, because otherwise it would just be full of quarterbacks, probably.
Yeah, because Mariota's there, Winston's there, Rivers is there, Breeze is there, Brady's there, Tannehill's there.
So our top two landing spots that we had for Teddy Bridgewater were the Chargers and the Lions.
Chargers for him.
Chargers just because they need something, and Teddy Bridgewater needs to go to a team where he can be a starter. And he'll be paid, so...
Let's pay so if he gets more than 30 million, I'll die. He's not worth 30 million a year. I'd like him...
You never know.
The reason I want him to go to the Dodgers... Right.
Right.
Baseball now, sorry. I want him to go to the Lions just for something different, so that team gets something different from Matt Stafford. Because I'd like to see him with Kenny Galladay and
Or
Marvin Jones.
David Blau.
And Marvin Jones and Kenyon Johnson.
David Blau.
Kerryon Johnson. Kenyon Johnson. Mish Kenyon Drake up with.
Jesus.
The boys. But no, I'd like him to go for something different for.
There's a lot of weapons on
Detroit.
the Lions where he could fit into as well.
Yeah. Damian Mendola's there.
I think it'd just be interesting to see him
Right.
lead a team for a change. Like, have a team be his, because he had like 5 weeks with the Saints as a starting quarterback, but that was Drew Brees' team, not his. So.
And he's a Pro Bowler with the Vikings a couple years ago for injured.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Was I don't know. But I'd like to see him there. So
Before
that's.
his injury.
I think Chargers and Lions he probably won't go to because of Matt Stafford still there and David
Yeah,
Blau
they'll
was
probably
alright, I
just
think.
stick with him.
Yeah.
Chargers would be an interesting one.
Chargers he could go to because they have nothing. So
Yeah, they need something.
yeah, they have no quarterback.
Next we have Amari Cooper. These are in no order.
Not at all.
We're just the first ones, our favourite ones that came to our head.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper, landing spots we had was the Broncos and the Texans.
I love him as Texans. I also love him as the Broncos.
And yeah, I love him with the Broncos just because... Who do they have?
Courtland
Sutton, yeah.
And Noah Fant.
It would give Sutton some
Philip
help.
Lindsay.
Oh
Drew
my god,
Lock.
so much potential in that team.
And then
Jeez.
why can't I think his name?
I can't.
Riser.
I don't know why though. I can't actually just picture Amari Cooper with the Broncos. I can actually picture him with the Texans.
I couldn't picture him in a Cowboys jersey before he went there.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
I don't know if you're on about jerseys, but I couldn't think of his jersey.
Yeah, jersey and just team in general.
I'd love him on the Texans because Deshaun Watson would have another weapon.
Yeah.
And I think they can make it huge. I don't think the defense would be
Another
an issue.
top tier weapon.
Yeah.
That isn't Will Fuller, who has a top tier game and then gets injured.
Yeah, I think he's the best. I think he's the best wide receiver of the ones that are there because there's Emmanuel Sanders is still there, AJ Green is still there, probably Patriots. Thank please fucking Christ. And then Rashad Perryman who is alright.
Yeah, he could have a little blow up.
Yeah, and then Josh Gordon who I hope plays again, but I don't think he will. But
Yeah.
I think he's one of the best there.
So yeah, Broncos or Texans for Amari Cooper.
Now our only running back is next.
Matt Breida.
Yeah, probably the most explosive out of the running backs over there.
Yeah, and I feel like he'd want to get out of San Fran just because, I don't know, I feel like he'd want to get
More reps.
into a team where it's just him, because I can't imagine you'd want to spend your career on a team with 4 running backs.
You'd
Rotating
wonder.
the whole time.
That's the thing. You'd wonder. Like Kyle Shanahan could easily buy him into the next season. Like we can get a Super Bowl again.
Yeah, I mean,
you
if you can easily promise them the same thing, and why would you not want to
Yep.
be on a team that has a Super Bowl run? But like, it'd be interesting to see any one of the running backs on San Fran in a team of their own where they just do it themselves.
See if they could do it.
Yeah.
I love him in the Cardinals because
And Breida's probably the best of the 4 to go on his own and do it.
I want him in the Cardinals because they're a fast-paced offense though. They have. I'd like to re-sign Kenyon Drake because I think that's a very good
Yeah.
two-headed horse for them.
And we love Kenyon Drake here.
And we love Kenyon Drake. It's Kenyon Drake page. And just like it's not James Harden page.
That's true.
And I like him with Kyler Murray keeping the pace up. I just think he'd suit Cliff Kingsbury kind of offense with the speed he has. You could do a lot more with him. You could play him at wide out the same way James White does. You wouldn't like. There's a lot of things you could do with him.
And I'd like him at the Giants. just because it'd be a small little speedy running back as a backup to Saquon.
It's not a safety at running back.
Yeah, I mean the running back situation of the Giants at the moment is Saquon and nothing else basically. So Breida would be a nice backup to Saquon.
O'Quara was
In
good.
my opinion.
O'Quara?
Darkwell.
was-
Orleans Darkwell.
Fuck me.
Yeah. And
Then-
then that guy that I can't remember the name of. But anyway.
And like we said, AJ Green to the
Yeah,
Patriots.
AJ Green's the next one. The only thing we have for him really is the Patriots, just because again it's the perfect fit for him. It's the perfect fit for the Patriots.
The reason I love him to Patriots is that first of all he's AJ Green. So if you get even half healthy AJ Green, you go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then you have him. You can
It'd be nice to see him on a winning team,
for once, yeah.
not Cincinnati.
We got the playoffs couple 2 or 3 times at Dalton.
Yeah.
But
been a while though.
But he's had the Marvin. What is his name? Why have I forgotten his name?
Who?
Head coach for the. Who's there?
Not Lewis.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Thank you. Yep.
Well, there you go.
I'd like to see him mentor N'Keal Harry and Jacoby Myers and Gunnar Olszewski, like all the young
Yeah.
guys. I love to see him in the Patriots, and he'd have a chance to get a ring, which he deserves
Yep.
after all this time.
It would be great for, we'll say Tom Brady,
We'll
to
say
come
that
back
already
to.
for now.
And having AJ Green and Hunter Henry would be a whole new look for the Patriots offense. So it'd be refreshing.
And the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, next 5 are actually. How did we do it on purpose?
Yes.
5 offense. I don't think I did. I did not.
I mean, I kind of said we had 5 offense, and then we could just kind of looked at the defense and didn't really look back at the offense again. So
It's going to show us how little I listen.
well, right. So the next one we have is Jadeveon Clowney, who we both kind of agreed is most likely to re-sign.
David Clover probably resign.
Yeah, and you picked the Bills as a landing spot. I picked the Giants because we need something. Literally, I could pick any. You could pick out any defensive player in free agency and just put him on the Giants because why not?
I like him
They have nothing better than any of them.
at the Bills because I'd like to see if they could play 3-4 with him and Ed Oliver up front. 'Cause I think Ed Oliver showed a lot of promise last year coming out of Houston, and Jerry Hughes is getting older. Like Lorenzo Alexander is probably going to retire soon, so I think he's
I feel like he'd definitely fit in with their style as well.
exactly. He's a star player in that defense. Like you also have Tre'Davious White and Mika Hyde in the back,
Yeah.
but like if you have him up front, that changes your approach on the game because you're
Your
more
focus.
Yeah, like they were rough and tough last year, but now you have a legitimate star up there, and Ed Oliver is going to be a star defensive tackle eventually. So I think he get paid a bit there, and I think he suits that kind of defense or what they could go for. Definitely there.
The next guy we had is Jimmy Smith, who we again both said would most likely resign just because the Ravens have kind of chopped a lot out of their defense at the moment. So
They just as of now recording this, they only just cut Tony Jefferson recently, who obviously was one of their captains last year but got injured early. Same with Jimmy Smith. When Jimmy Smith came back, their defense went to another level because it's different having the guys up front the whole time. But then when you have the likes of Jimmy Smith out in the side, out in corners, then it changes them a lot. I don't think that's a guy. He's a veteran guy you want to keep, and he still showed he can still play last year.
Yeah.
So I don't think you let him go. You pay him what he wants.
Yeah, and they can't just cut everything out because
No.
they had a great season and there's no reason to cut everything out. So
And they have Marcus Peters obviously, but you still need another guy into their side.
yeah.
And especially when you're after getting Tony Jefferson and Eric Weddle you traded away last year.
Yeah.
I think, and who's now retired, but I think you do need him.
And then Trey Boston, who you said you'd want to see go to the Colts.
He's my favourite. I would love to see him. I love him anywhere really. He could go back to the Panthers, but I don't know because I think DBs are the weirdest when it comes to and running backs residing with teams and like change teams. I think they chop a lot because teams change their approach when it comes to the run game or their pass rush or whatever.
And even the coaching, because they've got a coaching change in Carolina now as well.
Yeah, Ron Rivera's gone.
So it just all depends on whether he wants to go back there again with the
Exactly.
new coaching.
So I think, and him and I loved him last year. He's one of my favourite DBs last year, all season long. So he had, like we saw, he one of the best. He was one of the best corner. I thought he was one of the best safeties last year in coverage. He's not a press guy, but I think he's good deep. So I liked him there. I wanted to go to Colts because I think they have the likes of Darius Leonard holding up the up front, and then Pierre Desir corner. So I think I like him. I think he'll shore up with Malik Hooker back there because Malik Hooker was finally healthy last year, and he actually played well for once. So like having him and Trey Boston and Malik Hooker back at safety, I think it makes you less worrisome about what your defense is doing.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably my favourite free agent there is. I think defensively anyway. Well, him or our next one probably.
Anthony Harris, yeah.
Yeah.
Who you said Steelers?
I said Steelers because I think again, I'm going for partnerships. I think him and Minka Fitzpatrick would be ridiculous at safety.
Disgusting.
Like that will take a lot of fucking stress off your offense. We have two of them back there knowing they're going to probably get you a pick or get you in good position every
Even
time.
though, to be fair, that team was all defense last year.
Yeah, no, I think that's where you add on to the game because you already have TJ Watt up there.
Yeah.
You have I forgot his name, Devin Bush up there.
Yeah, you had that defense already carrying the team.
Yeah, I think it
if
steps you up.
Anthony Harris.
It almost brings you back to because he was tied for lead in the league last year with interceptions with I think 7.
Anthony Harris.
Yeah. He was top 10 in pass deflections. Like it's just
Steel curtain.
Yeah, exactly what I was going to say. It's going to bring back Steel curtain again.
Did somebody say?
That's what Patriots do not want that.
Steelers.
That's what the Steelers will want. Is like have something because you don't know what's happening quarterback there at all.
Ben's
It's a scary
Ben's
thing.
probably going to come back.
I do not. I would like him to come back because of the struggle.
You would.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he was struggle. He has no weapons.
Oh.
He does have a few weapons. But no, yeah, I think they don't have the money for him because they're in the red. But I think he's a good way. Unless they drop some guy, I think he's a perfect guy to go there.
Yeah, I mean that would make that defense terrifying. So.
And you said.
And I said the Giants because we need something.
That's one.
Please. I mean, our best position is probably safety. We need everything else.
I think Joe Judge is going to move Jabril Peppers to
But I mean,
linebacker.
any kind of star would be nice, to be honest. You know, anything to help the team a small bit. And then the last guy we had on our list was Clinton Dix.
I love hacking Dix.
Who you said where? Oh god, the fake team.
Oh, LVR.
Yeah, LVR.
The Las Vegas
it's not-
Raiders.
It can't be a little abbreviation for a team. That doesn't seem real.
My big thing with going there to the fake team is you have him, a rookie Jonathan Abrams going back this year. I think they're both. I think Abram leaves a lot to desire when it comes to coverage, but he's still young. But they're still both two smash mouth safeties. And I think that's what they should go for next year.
It's another good pairing.
Yeah, with exactly. That's my big thing with pairings. Like I don't want. I think with the way the game is going now, it's all pass, it's all deep balls. I think you need to shore up your safeties back there because they're going to be deepest guys majority of the time.
Yeah.
But also when it comes to those two, you can blitz Abrams a lot. Abrams can even play fucking rush linebacker if he needs to. But I think having Clinton Dix back there gives Gruden and the Raiders that little bit of
Reassurance.
yeah for like if he goes up, or even if I think he's a good guy to mentor Jonathan Abrams comes to that. I think he makes that defense even better, which again takes the pressure off the likes of Derek Carr, who can't be trusted in pressure.
There's no harm in bolstering that position.
No, exactly. But I think obviously the way Chicago have him, I think he might resign, but I don't think he will because he's gone from the Packers now to there. So you wouldn't know if he wants to move again because he's free agent now this first season.
Another guy who could end up with the Giants. You never know.
With the Giants. So that's 1.
We need to bring in some free agents'
2,
power. You know.
3,
Love of God.
4, 5 that I can see that should go to the Giants.
Well, I mean,
Possibly 10.
last year we tried young guys, picks, drafts, and look how that went. They were all young, inexperienced, and the defense died.
I think the worst thing
We need to
they did
bring in
last
some
year-
free agents, bring in some experience. Even some of the guys we didn't include here because they're old.
Chris
We
Harris
could
would be
bring
good
them
to
in
mentor.
just for some experience.
I wouldn't mind Chris Baker mentoring DeAndre Baker and Julian Love and that. But I didn't like. So remember I said that Antoine Bethea had nothing left in the tank, and he was not.
Yeah.
He's not the kind of personality who's going to mentor guys. He's not the right
And
for that.
he's not quite the same level as some of the guys that are.
Not
there at
any
the
of these.
moment.
Not anymore. Not for a long time. He hasn't been.
Yeah.
He was back in the day with Cardinals and stuff, but not anymore.
Yeah, these guys are like old and just beginning their decline.
Yeah.
He was.
Like Chris Harris. Chris Harris is
somewhere
slow,
down
but he
there.
still knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So like it's just a lot of that kind of stuff. You need to figure out what Joe Judge needs to figure out what he wants to do with that team, where he wants to go with it.
Yeah.
He seems to want this grit and grind you play your way onto the team, whether you're Saquon Barkley or you're Ballantyne, you need to work your way onto the team.
Yeah.
So whether he does that or not, or whether they do it or not, buy into it is another thing.
We'll see.
Yeah. Depends on who you draft.
So let us know if you think we missed any teams that could be a perfect fit for any of these free agents, or let us know your top free agent picks from what's currently available, and there's a lot available at the
There's a
moment.
lot. We tried to narrow this down to 10.
On
It was
the
not
market.
easy.
Yeah.
Not easy at all. The list they made was ridiculous.
Huge.
Trying to bring it down.
And that's not even all of them.
It's not. There's
so-
still so many players there that like Everson Griffin is one, Mike Daniels is still one, Chris Jones is still one,
Yeah.
Gerald McCoy is still one, Marcel Darius is still one, Vic Beasley is still one.
And a huge quarterback, running back, and wide receivers
Yep.
list.
Yeah. So that's a lot. If you want to be, I can tweet the picture if I need to.
Yeah.
But no.
But yeah, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for weekly uploads, and we will be back again either later in the week
Soon.
or next week.
Yeah.
Soon. See ya.
Peace out.